Before you continue watching this video, I want you to stop for a moment. Because what you are about to hear is not just about relationships, it is about something much deeper. Something that quietly explains why couples over 50 feel closer than ever before. And if you have ever loved someone, lost someone, or still believe in real love, then stay with me till the end. And if you truly believe love should be real and long lasting, then do one simple thing right now: subscribe. Because this video is not just content. It is a reminder of something most people realize too late in life. Now imagine this: two people sitting together in silence. No phones, no noise, no arguments, just calmness. And somehow, that silence feels more powerful than words. They are not young anymore. They are over 50. And yet they feel closer than ever before. The question is, why? Why does love feel deeper after 50? The answer begins with something simple. In young love, people are always pretending. Trying to look better. Trying to act perfect. Trying to impress each other. But after 50, that pretending ends. People become real. They stop hiding who they are. And when you finally see someone completely real, and they still stay with you, that is where real love begins. Because now it is not about attraction. It is about acceptance. And acceptance creates a bond deeper than excitement ever can. Another reason is life itself. Couples over 50 have lived through everything: struggles, loss, stress, financial pressure, family problems. And through all of it, they stayed together. They didn't just love each other. They survived life together. And survival creates a bond that cannot be broken easily. At this stage, silence also changes meaning. In young love, silence feels awkward. But after 50, silence becomes comfort. Two people can sit without speaking and still feel connected. Because now, they don't need words to understand each other. They already do. Another powerful shift is choice. In young love, it feels like need. I need you. I can't live without you. But after 50, it becomes choice. I choose you. I want you here. And choice is stronger than need. Because need creates pressure, but choice creates peace. And peace is what brings closeness. Even passion changes. It becomes less about excitement and more about presence. Small gestures matter more than big ones. Sitting together, sharing tea, checking on each other, remembering small things. This is the new form of love. Simple, but deep. And as people grow older, they also become more aware of time. They understand life is not unlimited. So they stop wasting it on ego. They stop arguing over small things. They focus more on peace than being right. Because now they understand, time is precious. And when time feels limited, love becomes more valuable. Not louder, but deeper. Not dramatic, but real. And that is why couples over 50 feel closer than ever before. Because they are no longer chasing perfect love. They are living real love. And real love is not about excitement. It is about understanding, acceptance, and staying. Over time, something interesting happens in relationships after 50. Emotions don't disappear, they settle. People stop reacting quickly. They start listening more. They start understanding more. Because life has already taught them many lessons. They have seen arguments that didn't matter in the long run. They have seen ego destroy peace. So now they value calmness more than being right. And this shift changes everything. Communication becomes softer. Instead of fighting to win, they start talking to understand. Instead of proving a point, they start protecting peace. Even small things begin to matter. A shared meal, a quiet walk, sitting together in the evening without distractions. These simple moments become emotional anchors. Because at this stage, love is no longer about intensity. It is about stability. Another deep reason couples feel closer after 50 is emotional safety. In younger relationships, there is fear. Fear of rejection. fear of misunderstanding, fear of losing the person. But after many years together, that fear slowly transforms. It becomes trust. They already know each other's flaws. They have already seen each other at their worst. And still, they stayed. That history builds emotional safety. And emotional safety creates closeness. There is also something powerful about shared memories. When two people have lived decades together, they don't just share present moments. They share an entire life story. Children, homes, struggles, achievements, losses. Everything is shared. And shared history becomes emotional glue. Because no new relationship can replace decades of lived experience. Another important shift is expectations. In young love, expectations are high. People want perfection. They want constant attention, constant excitement. But after 50, expectations drop. And gratitude increases. Instead of focusing on what is missing, they start appreciating what is still there. That shift alone brings peace into the relationship. And peace is the foundation of closeness. Even independence plays a role. At this stage, both partners are more independent emotionally. They are not trying to complete each other. They are simply choosing to be together. This removes pressure from the relationship. And when pressure disappears, love feels lighter and deeper at the same time. There is also a quiet understanding that grows with time. They don't need long explanations anymore. A look is enough. A silence is enough. A small gesture is enough. Because understanding has been built over years. And understanding reduces distance between two people. That is why couples over 50 often feel closer than they ever did before. Not because love suddenly becomes new, but because everything unnecessary slowly falls away, leaving only what is real. At this final stage of life, love transforms completely. It becomes less about emotion, and more about presence. Just being there becomes enough. Sitting together becomes enough. No need for constant conversation. No need for constant excitement. Because connection is no longer dependent on activity. It is dependent on understanding. There is also a deeper awareness of time. People over 50 know that life is not infinite. So every moment becomes meaningful. Even ordinary moments feel valuable. A simple morning tea together. A quiet evening walk. Watching television side by side without talking. These moments are no longer small. They become memories in real time. Another powerful change is forgiveness. Over the years, people make mistakes. They hurt each other. They misunderstand each other. But instead of holding on to resentment, many couples learn to let go. Because holding anger becomes heavier than letting go. And forgiveness clears emotional space. That space allows love to grow again. There is also something deeply emotional about aging together. Watching each other change. Seeing wrinkles appear. Seeing strength reduce. Seeing time leave marks on the face. But still choosing to stay. That creates a type of love that is very rare. Because it is not based on appearance. It is based on journey. And journey-based love is the strongest form of connection. At this stage, even silence becomes meaningful. Two people can sit for hours without speaking and still feel connected. Because silence is no longer emptiness. It is comfort. It is understanding. It is shared existence. And finally, the biggest truth of all is this. Couples over 50 don't feel closer because life becomes easier. They feel closer because they stop resisting reality. They stop chasing perfection. They stop trying to change each other. And they start accepting life as it is. And in that acceptance, love becomes peaceful. Not louder. Not dramatic. But deeper than ever before. And maybe that is the real secret. Real love is not about how exciting it is at the beginning. It is about how peaceful it becomes at the end. And if two people can still choose each other after everything life has done, then that is not just love. That is home.